Hello, everybody. Good evening. I don't have sound effects. I'm sorry. So, for those of you who are new here to Makeup Science Asia or MSA TV, I am Abby, and tonight I'm going to be holding a class with one of our students, Julienne. So, I'm just waiting for her to enter the stream. Just for context, this is a live stream. So, yeah, you can post your comments down below. I am using my phone to stream, and I'll be looking to my right to man the stream. Also, this is Julian's fourth session of her professional 101 class. So this is not her first or second, it's the fourth one already. And we don't really stream um, sessions that are heavy on hands-on application. So today we are gonna be discussing eye makeup with her, and we are really going to dig deep on tools and products. And although she's gonna have a hands-on application, we're gonna do that offline. We're not gonna bore you with the process. So I hope you guys learn a lot from tonight's stream there. So let me just say hi to those of you who are watching. Hi, Julia. First time niyang manood. So where did you find out about us, Julia? And Angelo is also watching. Hi, Angelo. Good evening. Thank you for always watching our stream there. For those of you who are interested, while I'm waiting for Julian, for those of you who are interested, if you want to join our classes, you can just go ahead and send us an email at info@makeupscienceasia.com. You can check the details of our classes at makeupscienceasia.com. That's our website, and all of these classes are online, and they're also one-on-one, either with me or your other coaches. So again, for context, this is Julian's fourth session of her basic online makeup class, which is a professional class tailored for professionals. And we're gonna do eye makeup tonight. We're gonna discuss a lot about eye makeup. So I hope you guys can stay tuned. Ayan, so Miss Julia met me from the Colorette group. That's so great. James, hi po, Miss Abby. Hi, James. So, Mikey, could you give Julian a call, please? Because she's still not online. While we're waiting for Julian, if you have any questions specifically about eye makeup, feel free to comment them down below. Also, please don't hesitate to share this stream to your friends so they can also learn. Oh, by the way, if you want more content, you can check us out on TikTok at Makeup Science Asia. You may also check us out on YouTube at MSA TV. And we have videos on Facebook as well. That's Makeup Science Asia. Right, so I'm going to here. Oh, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Thanks. Please stay tuned. We're just waiting for the student because after all, this is her class, so I really can't start discussing anything without her. And Beatrice, yes, will do po. Thank you so much, dear, for tuning in. Shout out po. Hi, Oliver. You're always asking for a shout out. But thank you for always watching. We appreciate it so much. There. So I am going to just switch lights. Hold on. Okay, so Julian is entering the stream as we speak. We just gave her a quick phone call. Um, by the way, we don't stream anything unless we've asked permission. So for sure, Julian knows that this is going to be streamed tonight. There. So hard to manage. I'm not really good at filming or yeah, really bad at this. But you will learn a lot tonight. So let's just wait for Julian. I have her student file with me. So every time we have a student, we are assigned a student file, and inside this file are all the things that we've taught Julian already, our feedback generally. So here, if any one of you, I probably will be speaking in Filipino as well. So if you need me to translate anything, if I say anything in Tagalog and you need me to say it in English, just go ahead and comment down below or the other way around. So here, this is her fourth session. So I am on the fourth page and we already know what we're going to discuss today. Here we have a comment, Unica. Hi, Unica. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. So while Julian is not here, just to give you an idea, this is the 101 class. It is a class tailored for professionals. We also have classes that are tailored for those of you guys who just want to learn how to do makeup on themselves. Today is her fourth session, and we are going to teach her all about eye makeup. She's mastered base makeup already, and she's getting to perfecting her face. So we're gonna work on more techniques with eye makeup. Yay, eye makeup. Yes, Mary. Thanks for always tuning in. Excuse me, we always see you comment on our TikTok videos. We appreciate that so much. We appreciate everyone who follows us on TikTok there. So if ever you're wondering, we are in the MSA classroom right now. So this is where we teach. This is where we teach our online classes and in-house classes. Right outside this door is the MSA store. So we also sell makeup, but we don't really ship. We only accept walk-ins, so we're closed right now there. If you have any questions for us, just comment down below. Julienne, are you there? It's taking her a while to go up the stream. So anyway, so far, what we've discussed with Julienne is her base makeup. Like I've mentioned, her base makeup, her face makeup. After this session, she is gonna have her assessment already. So I'm excited about that because I hold most assessments. And then after that, we're gonna have a lecture and activities on marketing and hairstyling. So all in all, this whole course is around, let's just say, 13 to 18 hours. Sometimes if a student needs a remedial for a certain topic, we extend for free. So sometimes it's 20 hours. And it's not just one teacher. Sometimes it's several teachers who teach her or who's going to teach a student depending on your schedule. Because we teach, usually you can book a class with us from 10 a.m. to 12 midnight. So there are teachers available during those hours. And yeah, okay, so Julian's here. Hey,
Sorry po.
Julian.
Hi.
Okay, yes, your light is so much better today. So today, Julian, like I've explained to you in our chat a while back, so a lot of the things that we're gonna discuss today is gonna come out in your assessment. So it's important that you take down notes and your brows have improved dramatically. I appreciate that. So again, we asked permission from Julian before we streamed. She's actually, just to give you a bit of a background, Julian is an avant-garde makeup artist. So she knows so much about avant-garde makeup. She uses face paint and stuff like that. But she needs to learn the theory. So in the screen, I am going to be minimizing Julian like so that Julian can see me properly, but I'll be able to see you here. Okay, so let's start the lecture, guys. Again, I'm Abby. This is Julian. Comment down below if you have any questions. So first, we're gonna start with grooming our brows. So as a professional makeup artist, because you've made it very clear with us, Julian, that you want to be a professional makeup artist, no? Gusto mo talagang maging professional. Although Julian has a full-time job. So she's probably gonna do this during the weekend. Ayan. So we teach our students how to groom their brows kasi obviously a lot of your clients will not know how to groom their brows. You have several options, but the protocol, guys, the protocol is to always start with your shavers. So it's either your blade. So this is the blade, guys. I'm sure you know what a blade looks like. And this is an electric brow trimmer. So this is, Julian, this is battery operated, ha? I'm sorry. This is very easy to use, but I don't suggest you use it not unless you're used to it. If you guys are familiar with Gillette, yung blade talaga, that's also a great option kasi if you've noticed, you can bend it. It's very malleable. Is that the right term? But you can bend it, diba? So it can really follow the curve of your brow bone. But the trouble is that's too sharp. So if you're not used to, holding a blade or manning a blade, I would discourage the use of that. I would encourage the use of this. So this is a cosmetic blade. This is what you would usually use to groom your brows. So what you would do is you would just follow. I'm not gonna groom my brows live, of course, because I might make a mistake, and I don't really. I'm having I'm letting them grow. But you would follow yung tubo ng kilay mo, no, Julienne? So if your brows grow that way, like in this area, then your blade ideally should go this way too. There. So this can pretty much clean up everything. If it's your first time to groom, a great kind of practice would be to outline your brows first, like how a microblader would do it, 'di ba? Napapansin niyo ba 'yon? So, tuwing merong mga nagma-microblade, 'di ba? May measure, parang nag-outline muna sila, nagdo-draw sila. Tapos when they draw the brows, tapos they just groom it outside of that outline. So you can try and do that as well there. But what happens then, Julian? What if may mga natira pa na buhok? Kasi that happens, no? May mga stubborn na buhok na natitira. If that happens, Julian, then the protocol will be to use a tweezer. I don't know if I have one here. No, I did not get one. Ayun, the protocol is to use a tweezer. Ang tweezer, ang analogy namin lagi dyan ay para siyang panty. Pag pinahiram mo siya or pinagamit mo siya sa iba, hindi mo siya pwedeng bawiin. Kasi you can easily bleed on a tweezer, right? And it's not very sanitary to share something na nalagyan na ng dugo mo. And also, the protocol when using a tweezer is you would ask your client first if they want to tweeze the extra brow hairs themselves. Because usually, what happens is, I know napapansin nyo to guys, comment down below if you agree, kapag twini-tweeze nyo yung sarili nyong kilay, hindi masakit. Pero pag twini-tweeze ng iba, masakit siya. Ayun. So, if it's the first time of a person to tweeze themselves or if it's the first time that their brows are gonna get tweezed, what helps is to put a little bit of moisturizer. Just douse the area with moisturizer before you pluck. Kasi when you pluck, it's much smoother. Okay? This one, you have to replace this every after a client. These are not that expensive naman. And pasok naman to sa capital mo, Julienne. Whenever you price your services as a makeup artist, we're gonna talk about that during your marketing class. Sa inventory mo. Okay, next let's talk about your eyelash curlers. So for those of you who are new to the industry, we have actually two different eyelash curlers, right? So this one, Julienne, this is the standard one, the one that we've been playing with since we were kids. And this is what you use to curl your lashes. So you can see that there is a rubber silicone here inside. This is what the rubber silicone looks like. So you can actually purchase the rubber silicones as a refill here. Kasi you need to change them every now and then, lalo na merong pandemic and everything that you use for the eye, especially if you use them for your clients, you're gonna have to either sanitize them or change them. Ayan, so this is what you use to curl your lashes. And as how Coach Seth would explain it is that you need to do 3 pumps, one at the roots, and then you go up a little bit at the center, and then you go towards the end. So you're basically going like this. Pump here at the roots, pump here, and then pump upwards. There. And then you have your smaller one. This one, as you've noticed, guys, wala siyang dulo. It doesn't have like a, how would you term that, Mikey? Parang wala siyang ends. Ayan, it's very open. This is what we call, yeah, it doesn't have sides there. This is what we call naman, guys, a crimper. Ayan. So, ang crimper, ito naman yung pinang-iipit nyo, no, ng inyong false eyelashes. We have another one here. Ibang klase din ito. Ayan. So, if you've noticed, yung refill nito, Julienne, ginupit lang namin to. Tapos ni-refill namin siya kasi hindi ka makakabili ng refill na rubber silicone pad na ganito kaliit. For reference, Julian, sobrang mura lang nito. Parang 80 pesos or 40 pesos yung 8 pieces. So it's not that much of an expense and it's worth paying for, especially that it's for the safety of your client and for the safety of yourself, of course. So why is a crimper necessary? If you've noticed, there are people whose lashes are paganyan, pababa yung tubo. 'Di ba? So halimbawa kung pababa yung tubo ng lashes ng client mo and then you attach real lashes, they appear like this, magkahiwalay sila. Ito yung false eyelashes, tas ito yung real eyelashes. So for you to be able to crimp them together or to stick them together, you need a crimper. Ito yon. So imagine that you've placed the lashes, tapos ito yung pang-iipit mo. If in the event nahirapan kang ipitin sila together or to put them together, you can always apply clear mascara or a really light coat of mascara. There. Here's a very popular question. Do you curl your lashes before attaching your false eyelashes? It actually would depend. So sometimes you do need to curl your lashes while sometimes you don't anymore. Like for me, my lashes are naturally medyo nakaangat na siya. So if I curl them too much, the tendency is it's going to stop the false eyelashes from sticking properly onto my lash line. So I want to leave it like that na lang muna. For some people na talagang pababa yung tubo ng lashes, kailangan medyo i-curl natin. So we have a question here. Can we curl the lower lashes din daw? Ito, ayan. You may curl the lower lashes, Unicat, but please be careful kasi obviously you have less lower lashes compared to your upper lashes and your lower lashes are shorter as well. What we like doing is we take a really thin tool, tapos we just fold it pa ganon. Or it helps, actually, your mascara already helps. Basta pababa yung pag-apply mo ng mascara. No need to curl. That rarely happens na you need to curl the lower lashes. If anything, mas maganda na magkabit ka na lang ng individual lashes sa ilalim. If you really want the lower eyelashes to be really pretty, no? Or sometimes we just smoke out the under eye, the lower lash line, to make it very to create the illusion that you have a lot of hair here. Tapos for drag makeup naman, I'm sure you know this, Julienne, no? It's very extreme for drag makeup. Talagang they draw mga lines dito for lashes there. So yon ang ating mga eyelash curlers, guys. Next, we're going to discuss your cosmetic scissors. So ito siya. Here. These are your cosmetic scissors. I don't know, Julian, if you've noticed, if you go to Watson's or any department store, my cosmetic scissors na pa-bend. It bends, tas masyado siyang matulis. This one has like a circular point or a ball point. This one is what you use for cosmetics. Yung naka-bend, yun ang ginagamit na pang trim ng facial hairs, ng nose hairs, ng bigote, kaya siya naka-bend. So ito, mas safe to, hindi to nakakatusok pati. Mas maganda na ito yung nasa kit mo kasi hindi niya masusugatan yung iyong mga pouches or whatever container you're gonna put this in. This is so much safer. This is from Miniso. There, you know, diba guys? Miniso is life. Alright? Okay.
Pero saan po yung cosmetic scissors?
Oh, yeah, good question. Sorry. The cosmetic scissors, you can use it to trim. Like kung may mga sobra na, napapanood mo yun, I'm sure sa Instagram, yung mga pag, shave nila, they just want to cut, diba? They comb the brows to one direction and then they cut it. You can do that. And mostly, for the most part, you're gonna use this to trim your falsies. There. So this helps with trimming your falsies. There. Okay, so we have another question here. How to curl daw yung lashes na sobrang straight and downwards. Minsan po kasi kahit anong pag-curl, di po sumusunod yung lashes nila. Good question, Angelo. You know what? It's actually the same principle that applies when you're having a hard time curling your hair. Masyadong smooth yung lashes, they're too healthy. And you know the rule with hairstyling or hair in general, it's more obedient if it's damaged, no? So, yung natin, yung lashes natin, pag mahirap siyang i-curl, all you need to do, parang sa buhok, ay lalagyan din natin ng some sort of product to help it curl. So for the hair, usually what you put is some sort of prep product like a hair mousse. Tapos sa atin namang mata, we can put mascara first. Sometimes it's okay to put mascara first para lang tumigas yung lashes natin. Tapos i-curl natin sila after. There, I hope I answered your question, Angelo. Thank you for the question and I hope you're learning, Julienne. Parang feeling ko like 80% of the things that I'm gonna discuss today will be in your assessment. Okay, so ito naman, I'm sure you guys know this. This is your lash applicator. Have you tried using one of these, Julienne?
Hindi po actually ako naglalagay ng falsies.
Okay. So, doon tayo mahihirapan, ano? Ayan.
Yeah.
So, oh, your sister's online, Mikey. It's Gabby. Hi, Gabby. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so what you're gonna use this for is, as you can see, curved siya. So it's not like your normal tweezers, although the physics of it, I guess, is like tweezers. Parang you can bend it that way. And pag ganyan siya, kasi it fits exactly on your lashes. So halimbawa, di ba, pag ganyan yung lashes natin, it's also curved. So maganda to. And then what you do, we're gonna demonstrate it now because these are the things that we're gonna do offline for your homework is when you attach your lashes, especially kapag sa sarili mo, you want to take your mirror and your mirror needs to be in your chin area dito para nakatingin ka sa baba when you attach your lashes. And as you can see, the shape of this thing is right exactly yung gitna ng iyong eyeball. So it follows that curve. So it should be easy for you to attach it. Although personally, to be honest, I just use my hands. Pero for clients, please do use a lash applicator because you don't want your hands to be too close to their eyes. It's unsanitary and we always want to maintain yung tinatawag natin na personal space there. You're definitely not supposed to use real tweezers kasi those can be pointed in a way. If you're going to attach individual lashes, what you do is dito mo siya iipitin sa dulo. Hindi dito sa gitna. If you wanna attach like full-length lashes, that's the time that you're gonna put them here. Pero kung individual lang, dito lang tayo sa side magpo-position. Okay, para dito lang. Pero you can always purchase like a separate set of tweezers for individual lashes. Meron naman yun yung maliliit. Okay? Ayan. And then, let's proceed to, of course, your micro sponge here. Do you have one of these, Julienne, yung maliliit? Ano, di ba? Perfecto para sa under eye or when you want to prime your crease and you don't want to touch your lid or anybody's lid for that matter. Ayan, perfect yung micro sponge. Just like your regular beauty sponge, you have to make sure na ano sila, they're damp there. Okay, next, I just want to discuss with you, Julienne, different kinds of angled brushes. Kasi I've noticed na one of your weaknesses, kumbaga, that we can improve on, I'm pretty sure we can improve on them, are your eye makeup routines, di ba? So, nag-improve ka after 3 sessions. Nakikita ko naman na in-effortan mong magkilay. At nagsasend ka ng pictures. So, we have several angled brushes. I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever you buy a set of eye brushes, you would often find like sobrang daming angled brushes. Some of them are thin, some of them are thick, some of them have a spoolie on the other end, some of them are really long. So we're gonna do that and explain that one by one. So the first one is the biggest one, ito. So this is how it looks like. It's very long, very big. It's not so slanted as compared to other angled brushes na sobrang ganun yung parang slope or yung angle niya. So what is this for? This is what we usually use for defining your eyebrows. So mas okay tong gamitin na definer brush kaysa pangkilay. Kasi masyado siyang mahaba, Julienne. For Filipinas na meron tayong maliliit na mata, no, hindi siya very ideal for drawing brows kasi masyadong mahaba yung lines na nadodraw niya. Pero this is a good product to have for flat defining. Although, there are brushes that are really made for flat defining. Let me show you one. Ito, yan o, flat talaga siya. So, either one will do. You don't need too many of this kasi you're gonna be using them for 2 purposes lang naman. To define your brows and of course to cut your crease. Yan, very exciting yung cutting your crease. You also have, Julienne, di ba yun yung biggest one? I'll show you naman the smallest one. So this is the smallest one. This is what you can use for eyeliner here. Eyeliner, or you can also use this for tight lining. So I'll show you guys different tricks on how to do eyeliner. Actually, I'm gonna be applying makeup so many times on my face today. You're gonna be watching Julienne para mas matutunan mo yung techniques. Kasi di ba nung last sessions, you were doing it with me. So this time, I'm gonna do it right in front of you and our audience. This one naman, Julienne, this is what you call a angled brush for the brows that has a spoolie on the other end. Very convenient, no? Kasi we always teach you to brush your brows to one direction before um, applying any product kasi it helps show yung sparse areas. Like ako, I would always have itong kalbo na area na to, hindi na siya tumutubo, girl. Ayun, so it's nice to have this. As you can see, medyo matigas na yung end niya. Yan yung tinatawag natin na, you know, whenever you buy a new car or a pair of shoes, you have to break it in. So, at first, yung mga angled brushes natin malalambot, pero habang tumatagal, tumitigas sila. So, these are thicker kinds, while these ones naman are thinner kinds. Mas maninipis ito, mas makakapal ito. Yung makakapal, they're great for filling in your brows. Yung mga maninipis naman, they're great for outlining. Especially kapag sobrang nipis. And itong maninipis, pwede din to draw hair-like strokes yung mga peke na buhok dito sa inner corner, especially if you need to put your eyes together pa. Ayan, kung kailangan mo silang paglapitin, kumbaga. Ayun, if you don't have any questions about tools, Julienne, do you have any questions?
I'm good, I'm good.
Yan. Yan, kaya gusto-gusto ko si Julienne, wala siya masyadong tanong. Nakikinig lang siya, palagi lang siya nakikinig. Kahit oo lang siya ng oo, okay, okay, ganyan lang siya. Kaya napapansin mo, ako pa lang yung nagti-teacher sa'yo. Kasi sa tuwing ikaw yung estudyante, ako kay Julienne, ako kay Julienne. Okay. May favoritism pala. Or joke lang yun, guys, ha? Natataon lang na si Julienne. Oy, flattered siya. Natataon lang na si Julienne, yung schedule niya is usually this hour na yun talaga yung slot ko. Also, before I proceed, you have your disposables also, guys. Ayan, katulad nito, no, yung disposable spoolies natin. Always have your disposables, especially now, because of, you know, what's going on. You want to have disposables. Even we also have eyeliner ones, lipstick ones, this ones, the spoolies, they're disposables. So, any questions? Let's say hello naman. Oy, may nag-hello kay Julia, no? Hi, Adrian. Thank you for tuning in. And Angelo says that the lash applicator is so life-changing. Plus, it's so inexpensive. Oo nga, you know, that's just like 80 pesos. There's no excuse for you guys not to have a lash applicator. So, anyway, before we proceed, I'd like to show you some lashes. Syempre, unahin na natin to. Just go, let's get this out of the way. The avant-garde lashes. I don't know if you know that every Belena carries these lashes. It's so funny, right? It has glitters on them. Tignan mo, nagniningning ang mata ni Julienne kasi ganito yung mga gusto niya. Ayaw niya ng mga pa-sweet na ano eh. Ayaw niya ng mga ganito. These are bridal lashes. This is from my own collection. This is the Abby is Flirty pair. So, ayan, these are bridal lashes. Most of the time, when you see lashes in this container or case, they're reusable. Mas matibay sila. Compared dun sa mga sold intense, like this one. Ayan. These are usually one use lang. Pero depende syempre sa pag-aalaga natin kasi maganda naman na makatipid tayo sa lashes, especially kung sa sarili lang natin gagamitin. Ayan, may mga nakadikit pa dito sa light bulb. Here, yung mga lashes ko. Okay, but the cutting and the attaching of lashes, we're gonna teach that to you later. So, for reference, if you want to be a professional makeup artist, you're gonna have to have several kinds of lashes in your kit. Like, meron yung individual. Individual lashes are the best, but the hardest to attach. Usually, tinuturo namin yun sa advanced class, but just to give you an idea, you can attach it either on top of your real lashes or below here. Pero, on my experience, mas maganda siya sa ilalim talaga idikit. Tapos, you also need your glue, of course. So, eyelash glue, guys, if you've never used eyelash glue before, they work like rugby. So they're latex. Actually, whether they're latex or non-latex, they work like rugby. You're gonna have to wait for a few seconds or a minute or so for them to get tacky so that they can stick. Hindi pwede na ididikit mo sila kaagad kasi pag dinikit mo sila kaagad, ang nangyayari is kumakalat lang yung glue, no? Tapos, nagkakaroon ng fold-fold dito, tapos makalat na, tapos you're gonna have to do your eyeshadow again. Because one of the most difficult things one of the most difficult products that's so hard to remove is your eyelash glue. So you want to be really careful when choosing an eyelash glue. There. Okay, so if you don't have any questions about tools, we're gonna proceed to different kinds of eyeshadows. Okay, so I have a couple of eyeshadows here with me. I'm so excited to show you guys. First, unahin na natin to. This is your loose pigment. Ayan. So, ang loose pigment ay, of course, they're loose. They are in powder form na essentially guys, lahat naman ng eyeshadows, nagsisimula siya as a loose pigment or a pigment. And then they just get pressed into a pan, kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng palette. So this is a loose pigment. If at any time you have a question, just comment down below, okay? So there, these are your loose pigments. You don't really need that for personal use. Ayan, hindi daw po ba masakit kapag nasa under lashes, ikabit ang false eye? Hindi ko pa siya natatry eh. Natry mo na ba, Julienne?
Yung,
Makabitan ng hindi pa, sa ilalim. Okay, hindi siya masakit, basta ikakabit mo siya ng maayos. Uncomfortable siya sa una. Sanayan lang, kumbaga. Lahat naman tayo, no? Pag first time makabitan ng lashes, medyo ano talaga. Okay, so aside from your loose pigments, we also have what you call your thematic palettes here. So yung mga thematic palettes na tinatawag, syempre meron siyang theme. For example, ito, it says, Orange You Glad. They're very witty. So when you open them up, expectedly, you're gonna have orange shadows inside. Ayun. And then this is the main squeeze palette, which I think the theme is a watermelon. So it has red colors inside and whatnot. There, those are what's called your thematic palettes. Maraming thematic palettes being sold online. Kayong mga avant-garde makeup artists, now you're very familiar with that. And then you also have palettes that house or that have matte shades lang. So this is from Too Faced. Everything, my finger is injured. Everything inside is matte here. Tapos you also have palettes na puro shimmer naman here. There. So these are in gel form. They're very creamy and soft. Ayan. So those are smaller kinds of palettes. And then of course, you have din yung malalaki here. You have the bigger ones. Siyempre, yung favorite ni Julienne, yung mga maraming color. So, this is from Morphe. This is one of my favorite palettes. I always use this for demos. Here. Has 35 shades. And it looks like parang hindi mo siya magagamit, pero actually, a lot of these shades are very friendly to Pinays. Siyempre, you wouldn't be using neon green on a daily basis, but who knows, right? There. So, ayan. I really like this palette. And then, you also have like really colorful ones here. Ayan. So, ito naman yung iyong Beach Cosmetics Brazil palette. Nagniningning na naman yung mata ni Julienne kasi nakakita siya ng colorful. Ayan. Very colorful. This is nice to have, but on a daily basis, like kung pang personal lang naman, guys, you don't really need, diba, yung sobrang daming kulay. And then, you can also, for those of you who didn't know, you can actually customize your palettes. So, you can have something like this, a magnetic palette, and then you can remove the colors as you wish. Let me try to remove one so I can show you guys, no? So when you remove it, ayan, pwede mo siyang tanggalin, tapos palitan mo siya ng ibang color. You can make your own magnetic sheets, actually. So all you need to do is to take an empty box that you don't use anymore or a container, cut it into a smaller box, and then you can go to National Bookstore to purchase a magnetic sheet para itidikit mo lang siya doon. Tapos, essentially, any pan with a magnet will stick to it. Kasi, gusto natin minsan isang pan or palette lang yung dala natin. So, pwede mong ilagay doon yung powder mo, yung contour mo, yung lipstick mo, anything. It's a lot of fun. We have a video of that on MSA TV. I'll send it to you later, Julienne, for reference. Okay, next. Nakakapagod, no? Nakakapagod yung mga lecture days. Okay, next, let's discuss naman brow products. Okay, so a lot of you guys are watching this stream probably because of brows. If you're one of those people, comment down below. Because we're going to be discussing a lot of brow products today, and I hope I do justice to these products kasi ang dami talaga nila, girl. Okay, isa-isahin ko sila. I'm just putting them here by my side. All right. So let's start with the simplest and the most minimal one. Syempre yung brow soap. Ayan. So guys, essentially, brow soap is just soap. You can actually use regular soap. Just make sure that it's not the colored soap. And ang sabon ay ina-activate ng tubig, di ba? Kapag naliligo tayo, pag hindi natin binasa yung katawan natin or yung sabon, it's not going to slide on and it's not gonna clean our skin. So what we need is to activate this first with something wet, usually a mist, which Mikey will give me. It's right there. Is that a mist? No. Okay, so yeah, you can activate this with a mist. Just one spray will do, and then you're going to take your uh, spoolie to apply that. So I'm going to demonstrate how you would use a brow soap. You have other options, guys. Meron din yung brow wax. Ang brow wax naman, you don't need to activate it with any kind of product because technically it's a uh, liquid to solid form. Pero ito kasi, ayan o, sabon siya. So it's really solid. This one is in a brown shade. You can get them in clear shades. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you take your spoolie, and this is an important part, Julienne. You have to bend it here. You have to bend it because it makes it easier for you to pick up the product. Okay, and then you have two options for your, or you have several options actually for your emollient that will activate your soap. You can use water, you can use mists, you can even use setting sprays. Pero syempre, the most professional way to go is your mist or your water. So what you want to do is you have two options. You can spray it once on your spoolie, or if you want, you can spray it directly on your soap. Ganyan. See, one spray is enough. Pag nakita mo na basa na yan, you can just take the brow soap. So swivel it on top of the product, like so. And what the brow soap does is it makes each brow strand or brow hair thicker, creating the illusion that your brows are more volumized. Ayan. So, i-apply ko siya dito sa kabila. And I hope you can see it. I will not push the soap so deep onto, like, parang masyadong grabe sa skin ko. I will just brush it on the hairs like so. And because it makes your brows thick and maya-maya, alam nyo naman, ang characteristic ng soap is nagda-dry sila after a while. So when they dry, you can actually maneuver the shape of your brows. So, pwede mo pa tong ipataas. Ganyan. Pwede mo pa siyang ipataas ng ganyan. Para talagang feathery siya. There. See? So one of the most popular questions that we get is if ever the brow soap is not enough and you will need to compensate with a pomade or a pomade or pomada in Filipino, um, what do you do first? Do you put the soap first or do you put the pomade first? You can actually put any first. So it's up to you. Mas mahirap lang mag-draw ng pomade on top of soap kasi 'di ba soap is a base and bases make things slippery. So medyo mas madulas na siya. Pero it's doable naman. Okay? So that's on your brow soaps. Related to that is your brow powder palettes. These ones here. I don't know if you've tried using these, Julienne, pero essentially a brow soap has, I'm sorry, a brow powder palette has several kinds of powder forms here, and then meron siyang wax. Ito. So, pag binuksan ko siya, makikita mo dito na yung iba sa kanila, yung tatlo, these are powder, and then the last one is wax. So, another popular question, what do you do? What do you use first? Do you use the wax first, or do you use the powder first? So, there are two ways on how to use this. The manufacturer of this palette actually suggests that you use the powder first, but sometimes if your brows are very sparse, you can use yung wax first. I won't demonstrate it on my hair, but I will demonstrate it on my skin so you can see it. So you want to pick up the wax. This is how it looks like kasi. I'm gonna swatch it on my skin ha. This is how it looks like pag powder lang. Ganyan siya kanipis. Pero kapag naglagay ka muna ng wax, there, the powder tends to be more pigmented. Need a mirror. The powder tends to be more pigmented kasi dumidikit talaga siya dun sa wax. And mas nadidisperse mo siya ng maayos. So kapag ang problema ninyo guys, if your problem is that the powder doesn't stick to the skin because the skin is oily or whatnot, you can put the wax first. Some people like putting the powder first and then they set it with the wax. So it will all depend on you. Okay? So any questions, guys? Wala pa naman? This one pala is from BTLA. So BTLA is a local brand. It's the sister company of LA Girl, and the brow wax is not that expensive. So let's proceed to your most popular. I don't know if this is what you have. You have a pencil, di ba, Julienne? Yes, a
Yes, I
pencil.
have.
Okay, so ito, I'll show you several pencils. I have three here. And I actually have a pen. So meron ding pen. So the pen isn't so popular. So I'll start with the pencils. Yung una is yung shina-sharpen, very old school. Ayan. Yung shina-sharpen natin na pencil. This is from Nishido, which is a popular local brand and a drugstore brand. You can easily find this in Watson. So yung pinipencil, maganda siya. Although hindi consistent yung pagkakadrawing ng brows mo. Kasi syempre, every time you write with your pencil or any regular pencil for that matter, it runs down, no? So, nagiging curved siya, hindi na siya super tulis. So, just in case, I don't know if you know this already. Did you know, guys, that your cosmetic sharpener is different from your bookstore sharpener? A bookstore sharpener is sharper. Talagang nasa-sharpen niya ng grabe yung iyong pencil, kaya siya patulis. Pero ang cosmetic sharpener, hindi niya ganun mapapatulis masyado yung products ninyo. Kasi your cosmetic pencils shouldn't be so tulis, no? Kasi nakaka-harm din siya, baka masugat kayo. And yung entry point ng inyong cosmetic sharpener is smaller compared to your bookstore sharpener. It's a very unnoticeable thing, but it does make a difference. So if you are to purchase a sharpener for your makeup kit, please make sure that it's a cosmetic sharpener. Next, you have your twistables. So yung twistables naman natin is obviously yung mga iniikot, ganyan, here. So, there. So, this is a twistable. This is a slim tip. So, yung tip niya is very manipis. There, a slim tip. This is perfect for every day when you just want to draw hair-like strokes on your brows. And then you also have a slanted tip. So, this one naman is from Elana Cosmetics here. Slanted tip naman to. This is great for outlining your brows. This is also great for people who have very sparse brows. Maganda talaga tong pang-drawing. Ayun, I'm sure you already know how to use this, guys. And then you have your tint. So, ito yung pen. Tint siya. So, it's very faint. See? Sobrang faint niya. It kind of mimics airbrush, actually. It's not black, it's brown lang. You can use this if you want. You can even use this to do eyeliner. But essentially, it is a felt tip brow color. Just like a felt tip eyeliner. There. And then, I'm waiting for ano. Ayun. So, and then you also have your pomade. So, ito naman ang sinasuggest ko na kailangan siguro in time, no, Julian, you have to invest on a pomade. Kasi this is the best for professionals. Like, this one naman, this one is from LA Girl. And then this is from Elana. Here. The one from Elana has marula oil. So, it's very long lasting. Marula oil, tama, right? Yeah, marula oil. Kala ko nagkamali ako kasi she looked at me. Anyway, yan, it's oil-based, so it's really easy to blend. Diba? Can you imagine something with oil? Easy to blend. And then this one naman, this is also a very good pomade. We suggest this all the time. If you are in the Philippines and you want to purchase a pomade, you can either go for soft brown or soft black. Those are the shades that we usually suggest. By the way, just in case your pomade goes crazy or it becomes hard, yeah, tumitigas sila, no, pag tumatagal, you can purchase an Inglot Duraline. Madalas tong gamitin sa Avantcare, Julienne. This is a makeup oil, sabihin na natin, layman's term, na it can turn any powder eyeshadow into liquid. So, pwede mong gawing liquid eyeliner. We're gonna do that later. We're gonna try that later. So, pati yung glitters natin, if you want to turn them into an eyeliner, you just have to mix it here. If your pomade or your eyeliner becomes too hard because it's always exposed sa air, you can always mix this. This is called your Inglot Duraline. Here. There. By the way, the reason why your pomades dry up or your gel liners dry up is because they're exposed to air. You don't want them to get exposed to air. So whenever you open them, 'di ba may kinikilayan kayo halimbawa, bubuksan niyo siya ng ganyan. What you do is halimbawa ito yung inyong table, you just have to flip it over so that it's not exposed to the air. Because how it's designed naman is it's in solid form, so hindi naman ito mabubuhos. This is very small, a small effort that will go a long way para tumagal yung products natin. Kung wala kayong Inglot Duraline, just in case your pomades go bad, not man go bad, that's the right term. Just in case they go dry, what you can use is contact lens solution. Please don't use oil because oil is very different. And please don't use water because water is dirty. Even if it's mineral water or drinking water, it does have bacteria. So go for contact lens solution instead because contact lens solution was created for this purpose exactly, para sa mata. So you can be sure that they are clean. You also have, this is one of my favorites. I don't know why not so many people use these. This is the L'Oreal Brow Gel, the Unbelievable Brow dito. So, when it comes to sanitary purposes, ito yung the best. Kasi once you take the product out of the tube, you cannot put it back anymore. Kasi you don't draw this directly on your brow eh. You have to transfer it at the back of your hand or sa palette. Tapos, doon ka magpipick up ng product. So, very malinis ito. The only trouble with this, ang masasabi ko lang sa inyo guys, is this is for professionals. Kung hindi pa kayo mabilis na mag-drawing ng brows, don't use this muna because it dries quickly. It's in liquid form kasi. So, mabilis mag-evaporate yung liquid component niya, tapos mabilis siyang mag-set sa skin. So, kung hindi ka pa mabilis magkilay, medyo mahihirapan ka kasi sobrang, ano tawag dito, mabilis siyang mag-dry. Yun. So that's your brow gel. Other popular brands include yung sa Detail Cosmetics. Meron naman sila nakalagay sa tube that looks like a toothpaste tube. There, you can go for that as well. So, one more, your brow cara or brow gel. Yung parang ito yung sa Careline. You just simply have to brush this on your brow hairs and that's it. These are available in tinted variants. So, ito may kulay. Tapos, meron naman yung plain lang. Okay? So far, so good tayo, guys. Okay, let's discuss your eyeliners. This is the part that I hate the most. To be honest. I don't like discussing eyeliners that much, but I have no choice. Because I think they're a very minimal product and the client can do with one lang naman. Pero I need to discuss everything. So let's start with this one. Ayan. There's a ball inside to mix the liquid. This is an art dotter. Ito, Julienne, maaliw ka dito. Kasi it's not like your regular felt tip eyeliner. It has a dot. Yan. You know what this is for? If like you wanna draw a fake mole, like ganyan, oh. It's bilog. Nakakaaliw siya. I mean, you don't really need it. But if it's a thing. But if you do that, di ba? It's an art dotter. So it's really for avant-garde makeup. And then, compared to the other one, these are from Absolute New York. The other one naman is an arrow script. See? Yung isa naman looks like an arrow. This one naman will allow you to draw a really nice wing. Kasi kapag pinang-drawing mo siya, you can just flatten it. Like so. See? And it's going to draw. I pushed it too hard. Yung ganyan. So, aliw siya, no? Maganda siya. Kasi usually ang mga liquid eyeliner na na-encounter natin is yung mga ganito. The Careline Graphic Liner, which is the OG in the Philippines. We really love this eyeliner. It's a simple, very minimal felt tip eyeliner. It's pointed, it's easy to use. There, yan, ito ang pinaka-popular that I suggest you guys practice with. And then you also have your flash cat eye. So meron siyang parang tool, no? Julienne, nakihila mo siya. Tapos ito yung parang kumbaga, panggaganyan mo. Oh, okay. It's a stencil. It's a stencil so you can trace your eyeliner. Although I would suggest na kailangan matuto tayo mag-freehand. Sobrang unnecessary for me na magkaroon pa tayo ng mga compartment na ganito, especially na tinuturuan naman namin kayo kung paano mag-wing. Okay, and of course, I have what we suggest you should have, which is your gel eyeliner. So, gel eyeliners are in a pot, just like your pomade. Natatawa sa akin si Julienne kasi parang kung ano-ano sinasuggest ko na naman. Pero yeah, gel eyeliners are in a pot. And this is what you can use to even do a smoky eye. So this is what I'm going to use to demonstrate today for the audience. Again, if you have any questions, comment down below. I know I'm talking and talking and I'm talking fast para maganda yung learning experience nyo. Of course, ito siguro Julian ang iyong favorite, ang mga avant-garde eyeliners. So, these are from Colourpop. Ayan, okay, you have neon orange eyeliners, and then you have pastel green eyeliners, and you even have your white eyeliners. Okay, tapos you have a jumbo one, also, like a really big one. Pero mahirap tong gamitin. Mas maganda kung meron tayong yung maninipis lang. There, these are not mine actually, kay Arya tong mga to. I just took it from her kit. Okay, so I'll explain eyeliner to you guys and I'll try to demonstrate as well. Eyeliners are essentially a way for you to change the shape of your eyes. There are three kinds there are three methods or three kinds of eyeliner techniques na kailangan yung malaman. Basically, very basic lang naman tong mga to. Una, the color of your eyeliner is going to change your whole look, no? So, sabihin na natin, for lack of a better term, eyeliner sorts of creates like an optical illusion. Okay, so I don't know if my face is right smack at the center of the camera. I cannot see anything as usual. But here. So, the first technique is what you call your invisible eyeliner. So, yun yung, naalala mo ba yun, Julienne? Yung dito tayo sa ilalim nag-eyeliner. So, how you would do that, if you purchase this, guys, from LA Girl, it comes with a brush. So, you can use this brush or you can go yung, yung pinang-demo ko na lang sa'yo kanina. The really small one, small angle brush, so I can show you. So, you can control the opacity of this product. When you take it from there. So you can make it really, really black like that, or you can make it really light like that. So it depends. Invisible eyeliner, like I've said, this is an optical illusion. It creates the illusion that your lashes are thicker. Kasi dito ka sa ilalim, mag-drawing sa waterline mo. Yung waterline, yung wet tissue dito. Yung medyo pa wet tissue na dyan. So you're gonna dip your brush there. And ang trouble lang dito natin, Julian, naalala ko, nilagay ko to sa notes mo eh. Naiyak ka, no? Nakikiliti ka. So what helps is if you put your mirror here sa baba, and then you just stamp like so. See? Ayan. Pag ganyan ba dapat ako? Ayun, pag ganun pala dapat ako. So, there. Yan. So, as you can see, kahit malayo ka, guys, kahit malayo kayo, makikita nyo yung difference. Mulat sa katotohanan. Mas malaki na yung mata ko na to. Kasi nag-form siya ng parang line dito, right? That's what we did with the tight line. And it does create the illusion that your lashes are thicker. On a daily basis, did you know that this is what I do on my eyes? I don't really do the liner here on top. This is just what I do. And then I put on mascara. So I'm gonna add some more. There. So, ganyan yung itsura niya, guys. This is called the invisible eyeliner. Tight lining or invisible eyeliner is important kasi sometimes, if you've noticed, when you attach lashes, nakikita yung skin sa gitna. So, pag nakikita yung skin sa gitna, ang nangyayari is hindi siya seamless. So, ang pangit, may false eyelashes, may skin, tas may real eyelashes. So, maganda na mag-tight line muna tayo. The next kind of eyeliner is yung the real eyeliner right along your lash line. So, pag sinabing lash line, kailangan it's right smack at your lash line. Kailangan malapit na malapit siya. So, what you would do, yung iba, sa mga beginners na kilala ko, what they do is they stretch it out and then they draw. Or you can do freehand. You can just draw on your lash line like so. You can start at the very center. Give me a moment while I have my mirror stand. Oops. Okay, so you just draw like this. Pwede mo rin siyang like you can stretch it this way. It's really up to you. There. Ayan siya. So, ayan, nagbubukas na yung mata natin. Kasi nga tulad ng sabi ko, eyeliner is a form of contour. Naalala mo ba yung topic natin about contour, Julienne, na it pushes back your features because when you use a darker shade or a shadow shade, parang nagkakaroon ng extra folding, na-push to patalikod. Kaya siya nagkakaroon. So, this is what my eye looks like. So, how do you open that up further? Like, kung gusto nyo pang i-open up yan, pakakapalin nyo lang yung dito sa gitna. So, I'll show you guys. So, dito tayo sa gitna, magkakapal tayo dito ng eyeliner. So, I'm not really thickening the inner corner and the outer corner, just the center. There. So, as you go thicker and thicker, it opens up and opens up. That's also what your smoky eye does. It makes your eyes more dramatic. There. Di ko alam kung walang nag-comment or hindi nagre-refresh. Parang hindi ako sanay na walang nag-comment. But anyway, ayan siya. Diba? Para nang tabingi yung mata ko. Alright. So, ito na, importante na ma-practice mo, Julienne, yung winged eyeliner. So, tulad ng sinabi ko, when you use a gel eyeliner, you always want to just flicker. So, when you draw kasi, talagang i-drawing mo siya eh. Pag nag-drawing ka kasi, ang nangyayari, parang ganyan. Tapos hanggang dito, distinct na distinct yung line. As opposed to when you flicker. When you flicker your finger, it kind of like fades away. See? That looks so much better, right? Rather than a distinct line. And then what you want to do is connect the tail like that. So it should be really easy. So you can go straight like this or pwede ring pataas. Like meron yung mga iba, ganyang kataas. So it's really up to you. And this is na a double eyeliner. Pero pa-avant-garde na tayo, girl. Pero yeah, essentially that's what it means. Na pwede mong pataas yung eyeliner mo, pwedeng pa-straight, depending on the eye shape, up to person. There. Hi, Miss Chona. Chona's also one of our students. So, there. That's how you do your eyeliner. Tapos, girl, meron din tayong mga gel liner na may glitter. Ewan ko kung familiar ka dito yung flare. So, ganun din siya. Para rin siyang eyeliner pero meron na siyang glitter. So, ang gustong-gusto kong ginagawa dito is nilalagay ko siya sa taas ng eyeliner ko. There. Just to add a little bit of, ayoko na tuloy tanggalin. Just to add a little bit of glam. Uy, Julienne, you can buy this on Shopee. Yung 10 piraso niya, parang 200 lang.
Yeah, actually nakikita ko siya sa Shopee. Pero hindi ko kasi siya alam yung brand, so natakot ako.
Ayun na, so,
But, okay.
flare.
Bibili na ako.
Bibili ka na. Hindi, wala naman akong na-experience na masama about it. I mean, sa sarili ko, mura siya eh. So, sometimes isipin mo parang baka fake, pero it's not a fake brand eh. It's just really a Chinese brand. So, buy at your own risk na lang siguro, no, guys? Yeah. Okay, so up next, let's discuss the different finishes. Grabe, ilang beses na ako nag-makeup today, 10 beses na yan. Let's discuss the finish. Yung, alam mo yung ganito namin, parang isang linggo lang. Okay, let's discuss yung finishes ng ano natin, ng eyeshadow. So, importante to then. Ito is here. So, you have the matte one. Ito, very minimal lang naman ang matte. Basta matte lang siya, di ba? It dries matte, it looks matte, that's it. Ang importante dito is yung shimmer at saka yung glitter. Here. Press glitter pala. Press shimmer and press glitter. Yung press glitter, Julienne, pag lumayo ka ng konti, nakikita pa rin siya. Kasi di ba, when light bounces on bigger particles, you can see them from afar. Pero the shimmers, kapag lumalayo ka na ng onte, hindi na siya masyadong nakikita. So always consider the light. So for instance, you have a client who's gonna join a pageant and everyone, of course, is gonna be wearing makeup. If you want her eyes to stand out, even from afar, like para makita siya sa audience or sa TV, alongside other candidates, you can use pressed glitter instead of shimmer. Kasi because the particles are bigger, mas nakikita nagbabounce yung light. Also, Julienne, always remember na ang cosmetic grade glitter natin ay different from bookstore glitters. Yung bookstore glitters kasi natin, they're made of usually metal or aluminum. Yung cosmetic grade glitters are made of polymers or plastics or nylons which are friendlier for the face. Hindi sila nakakasugat ng cornea. Imagine pag may pumasok sa mata mo, no? That's very dangerous. Also, the pigment that is used to color your cosmetic grade glitters are FDA approved, assuming that the brand is FDA approved. And yung cosmetic grade glitters yung National Bookstore glitters natin, maamoy mo eh, di ba? Kahit yung metallic paper, it has a different smell. So that's not okay for the face. We have yung pinakita ko sa'yo kanina, itong gel. There, okay. So ito na ang pinaka-aabangan mo, Julienne. Magsisira tayo ng eyeshadow para pwede natin siyang gawing eyeliner. Anong color ang gusto mong gamitin nating eyeliner?
Yung light blue.
Light blue. Okay, sige. Diyos ko, yung gitna pa. Wait lang. Okay, so again, we're gonna be using the Inglot Duraline to turn this. Whoops. Okay. Mikey Mouse, can I ask for your assistance? Can you hand me a spatula and a mixing palette, please? So, ang gagawin natin, guys, ay sisirain natin yung eyeshadow kasi ganun talaga. You cannot put the Duraline here directly. It's going to ruin the whole consistency of the eyeshadow. So, while we're waiting for Mikey to do that, whenever you're chipping out, parang yung tinatanggalan mo yung eyeshadow mo ng surface, be careful ha, kasi sometimes matatanggal mo yung buong pan. Or sometimes when you chip on it and that it's a cheap kind of eyeshadow, like it wasn't pressed properly, it breaks, the whole thing breaks. Like imagine a compact na nagbe-break. Mikey, doon meron, no? Sa kung saan ako nag-film kanina. So, syempre, the most sanitary way of doing it is getting yung pointed part ng iyong spatula. Kasi spatulas have like a rounded part and a pointed part. Tapos, Mikey, could you help me for a while, please? Mikey's just gonna hold this part, ano. So, come here. Okay, so she's gonna hold this. Tapos, what you would do is you would scrape. Okay, this is a painful part. Ayan. Aw, sad. Okay, and then you're gonna take your Duraline. 1 or 2 drops would do here. So ngayon, powder form siya, no, guys? And then what you would do is you would put your Duraline, put 1 drop muna, and then take your spatula, and then parang imagine na parang kang nagbe-bake when you fold your liquid and powder ingredients together. There. Ayan, so nagiging liquid na siya, Julienne. Let's add one more. So yan, ifo-fold mo lang siya hanggang maging ano siya. Oh, by the way, Julienne, you can also use this for paint kasi 'di ba nag-order ka nung You Can Be na palette? Yeah, if you feel like the color's not that potent, this product will help. Okay, so you can pick it up now. Thanks, Mikey. And then you can use a brush. Ayan. So, halimbawa, ayan, liquid na siya. It helps make your pigments more potent also. There. It's liquid na. Ganyan. Tapos it will dry up fast. Kapag gumamit ka ng ibang product, like yung mga oils, like some people use castor oil or baby oil, it's going to smudge. Inglot Duraline will ensure that it does not smudge. So, halimbawa, no, pa Lady Gaga yung peg mo. You can easily draw a wing na blue. See? Huwag mong sisirain yung mga palette mo, Julienne, ha? Baka lahat gawin mong liquid eyeliner.
Wala po bang cheaper alternative dun sa Duraline?
Actually, you can try using contact lens solution. Pero it will dry longer. Ito kasi, ayan na siya, oh. So much fun, no? Pero in perspective naman, you're gonna need like 1 or 2 drops lang naman eh. So, if you do a lot of avant-garde looks, this will really help. Saka yung mga pomade mo, napapatagal niya yung buhay. So, nababawi mo naman, it's worth every centavo. There. Okay, so those are our eyeshadow products. Now, let's proceed to helping you guys or teaching you guys how to blend properly. According to yung notes natin, Julienne, doon tayo nagkaka-trouble pa, no? Kasi Julienne is very good with makeup, but because she's used to avant-garde makeup, her problem is product control. So, minsan, ang dami niyang nalalagay. Feeling niya paint, gano'n. Pero, hindi dapat. So, papaganito na ako, guys, para I can show you the basics of blending. So the first thing that we need to do, for the purposes, how much po yung price ng inglot na nilagay nyo? Hi Vina Marie, I'm not sure but it's around 1,000 to 1,300 for ilang ml ba to sis? 9 ml. There. Okay. So this is my favorite part. Here. Magpa-prime muna tayo. I'm gonna use concealer. I like using concealer na light yung shade kasi nakakapag-ano tayo, nagpa-pop yung color ng eyeshadow. So, I'm going to just blend that out. And depende sa'yo, like si Julienne kasi sanay na siyang maglagay ng transition shade. So, I bet na kahit hindi ka na mag-set ng primer mo, okay lang, Julienne. Pero let's make it a habit pa rin. Especially if you're using new formula. Maganda kasi yung palette ni Julienne eh. She's using Morphe, which is a very good palette actually. Ayan. So, I'm going to start blending eyeshadow in. And I hope you guys watch kasi this is the part where I explain to you guys the different brushes. Marami tayong eyeshadow brushes. Ayan. Nilabas ko yung aking mga paborito. So, we're gonna show you each eyeshadow brush per size. Paliit tayo ng paliit, hopefully. Ayan. So, naglagay ako ng concealer. Just in case wala kayong eye primer, you wanna blend your concealer with a small buffing brush. So, meron tayong mga buffing brush na maliliit. And then, what you want to do is just bounce that onto your eye. If you want to use a buffing brush, make sure that you're really gentle with your eye area kasi yung eye area natin ang pinakamanipis na balat sa katawan natin, measuring to only 0.22 millimeters. So, it's really thin, Julienne. Kaya tayo nag-eye cream kasi pikit tayo ng pikit, ganyan. If I'm not mistaken, you wear glasses also, di ba? So, you squint a lot and that creates lines. So, itong mga nandito sa dulo, yung tinatawag na crow's feet, yan yung unang indicator na tumatanda na tayo. We don't want that. So when we apply anything on our eye area, whether this be, like concealer for under eye or eye cream or whatnot, always use your ring finger, this finger, because your ring finger has the least pressure among all your fingers. Compared to your index finger, medyo mabigat pa to. Kung gusto talaga natin maging careful, we use our ring finger. So there, let's start with the biggest brush that I have. I have two actually. So, Juliana, anong difference niya? White and black yung isa. This is, pansinin mo yung dito niya.
Mas rounded.
Yes, this one is more rounded. And ito, yung bristles niya, halos pare-pareho ng length. So we would often call this brush tapered or tapered. Whichever, I'm not sure. Pero yun nga, tapered or tapered, hindi pantay-pantay yung kanyang bristles. Ito naman, guys, medyo rough dahil sobrang pantay-pantay siya. You can use this one because it's gentler. It creates softer edges. So I would, just to demonstrate, I'm gonna use my favorite palette. So ang una kong gagawin is isa-set ko yung aking concealer with this shade because it's nearer to my skin tone. And what I would do is just coat. Pag sinabi natin coat, kailangan lahat ng bristles natin merong product. And then how you would do it, guys, is always imagine kung saan kayo naglagay ng concealer. Kailangan walang concealer na nagpipeek through. It needs to be covered completely. You know what amazes me? How I can talk for an hour straight. I don't know how I do it. So anyway, what you want to do is just to tap the product in. Ayan, from all over your brush. And then you just want to blend it out softly in circular motions. Because it has a circular tip, katulad ng sinabi ni Julian kanina, very good. She noticed that the tip is rounded. So it's gentler. It doesn't create harsh lines. There. Okay? So that's how you use this big crease brush. Of course, you may also use this one. Pero alam nyo ba guys na this is better for highlighter? Kasi di ba usually gumagamit tayo ng fan brush. Pero if you have an eyeshadow like this, you can use this for highlighter. There. It fits perfectly on our cheekbones, on our nose bridge, our cupid's bow, even our brow bone. Kasi can you imagine using a fan brush for your brow bone? It's too much. 'Di ba? Masyado siyang malaki. Ayan. And then you have longer domed ones, yung mga haba na ganyan. Pwede to kapag gusto nyong paabutin yung product hanggang dito, like for your cut creases, if you're gonna cover bigger areas. The main idea when you're looking at your brushes, kasi they look very similar, for beginners especially, that's why we explained this during the 101 class, they look very similar, but they're different in shape, different in length, and different in size. So the smaller you go, obviously, the smaller area it's going to cover. And ideally, you're going to use a darker color. So again, this is your blending crease brush. Next, let's discuss the smaller ones. Ito, I have two of my favorite brushes here if they are here, ha. Ayan, okay. So these are from a brand called Zuiva. If you're not familiar with them, you can check them out at Sephora. So, ayan. Pag pinaganyan ko siya, Julienne, ito, this one, pabilog siya, no? Ito naman ay flat. So, this is circular and this is flat. This circular one is what I would, yes, Mikey? This circular one is what I would use to apply my transition shade. And then the smaller one is what I would use to apply something darker. So, maraming klaseng brushes na ganito. Pero essentially, guys, when you apply your transition shade, you want it to be in between this, yung dito sa hollow area. So, I'm going to use strong colors simply because we're in a stream and you might not be able to see it properly. So, dito tayo nagka-problema, no, Julienne, sa yung application ng transition color. So, I'll take a medyo dark shade na siguro. And then what you want to do is just to control your brush in such a way na hindi masyadong mabigat yung pigment. One of the tricks that you can do, I just noticed recently, pwede mong medyo ilayo yung kamay mo dito sa ferrule. So guys, this part of the brush is the ferrule. This is the malleable metal that they use to attach the bristles onto the wooden handle or the plastic handle. So pag nilalayo mo pag nilalayo mo onto yung iyong kamay or yung fingers mo, mas nagiging lighter yung pag-blend mo as opposed to when it's too near like you would hold the pen. So pag nilayo mo siya ng onte and you blend it, it's going to be lighter. So this is one of the techniques na we can practice on siguro, Julienne. How to apply eyeshadow na mas light yung iyong mata. There. Tapos without adding any product to your brush, you can just go ahead and blend that out more. Ayan. And I'm not gonna take so much time blending, no, para hindi naman nasayang yung oras ni Julienne. Pero there, essentially, that's what you do. There. So, if you feel like yan, may buo na color na ganyan, just blend it out some more. And your transition color should just be a hint of color. Hindi naman masyadong OA na color. Ayan. So, for hooded eyes, you can go higher than your crease. Pero sa atin, Julienne, yung mata natin, carry na to. Okay? And then yung smaller brush ko, the flatter brush, I'm gonna use this to apply a darker color. And because it's flatter and smaller, bababa ako ng medyo mas mababa doon. Kasi mawalan ng sense na naglagay ako ng transition shade kung tatakpan ko lang siya. Right? So, I would blend it like so. And a shadow is, an eyeshadow should be a shadow. Kaya siya tinawag na eyeshadow. And a shadow looks like smoke na it goes from dark to light there. Tapos if you want to blend that out even more, you can keep on going to your first brush. Pero ang sikat na sikat dito sa Pinas, especially for you, like your eye shape, Juliette, dahil medyo small din yung eyes mo, no? What you can do is you can use a pencil brush. Ganito. Pinakita ko na to sa'yo, right? And you can use this to deposit a dark pigment on the outer end. Ayan. So, pag nagde-deposit kayo, ang ginagawa lang natin is tinatap lang natin siya dyan. Pero syempre, hindi natin siya pwedeng iwan ng ganyan. Guys, kailangan natin siyang i-blend papasok. There. So, ganito yung gagawin mong activity, Julienne, para ipass sa amin sa next session on or before our next session. here. So this is what you can do. You have several options for pencil brushes, like meron kayo ng mga oval type here. Pero it's really up to you what you want to use. Tapos you just keep on adding pigment like so hanggang makuha nyo yung smoked out effect na gusto ninyo. So Julienne, sa kit mo, just to challenge you a little bit more, di ba you have the You Can Be palette?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. It has a lot of white, di ba? So, ang ipangkakat mo ng crease mo is the white part. In today's demo, I don't have white paint in front of me right now. I'm going to use concealer instead. Pero essentially, this is what you're going to submit to us. Bale, 3 shades lang to. So, it's easier kasi the last time parang ang dami nating pinatong-patong. And it was quite overwhelming kasi we had the activity on paper. So, you can take your You Can Be, assuming na ito yung iyong paint. And then you just wanna cut and create a base. So why am I asking you to use the paint? Because I know yun talaga yung trip mo sa life. Pero essentially, gusto ko ma-maximize mo na kung ano yung meron ka. So we'll just cut our piece a little bit. You're gonna use the white one para talagang mag-pop yung color nung pang-set mo na eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna cut my piece a little bit, guys. Hold on. Ayan. So, Julienne, nakikita mo ba? Yung dating tinuro namin sa'yo, nakasara siya dito.
Mm.
This one, medyo open siya. See? I started here. Tapos medyo bukas siya dito sa center. Kasi I want you to play with glitters. So, and also, did you notice that most of the concealer, in your case, the paint, the concentration of the paint will be here in the inner corner. And then palight siya ng palight. So that's something that you need to practice. Kailangan wala siyang solid na line ha. Kailangan it fades out onto the dark shade. And then uh, you can may tanong for you, Julienne. Ano daw marirecommend mo na face paint? Anong mga na-try mo na?
Actually, first time ko pa lang is yung You Can Be eh.
First time mo, mura siya, right? How much is it?
Yeah. Parang nakuha ko pa sale din yun sa Shopee eh. So it's like from 300 to 4.
Really? It's that inexpensive? Kasi di ba yung iMagic is 1,000 plus?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can check that out. Dale, ikaw ba yan? Naloloka naman ako sa profile picture mo. Nagugulat naman ako. Dale is also a student. You two should be friends. Ano, di ba you have a community, you have a group, Julienne, of avant-garde
Yes.
artists.
Yes.
Dale is also into avant-garde. Si Dale to, ang arte Danda MUA. Gusto ko ng ganyang username. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, so syempre hindi mo siya pwedeng iwan na exposed. So you can set this with an eyeshadow, like a light eyeshadow or a white eyeshadow. Pero we're going to set this with glitters and shimmers. Just to prove to you a point. So kanina 'di ba diniscuss ko yung the difference between glitters and shimmers. So we'll start by applying, or I'm gonna use a really small brush. We'll start by applying shimmer dito sa gitna. There. Guys, huwag kayong matakot kasi yung cut piece, personalized kasi yung class. Masyado kasing basic for Julienne yung smoky. Nahihiya naman ako sa kanya. So, kailangan medyo i-challenge siya. Pero if you're a super beginner and you wanna join the class, no need to worry. So, ito yung shimmer, no, guys? Ayan, if as you go farther, it just looks like basic eyeshadow. Tapos, ito yung ating glitter. So, I'm just gonna scatter the glitter. You don't wanna cover the whole thing with glitter, that's too much. Parang kumbaga, you're looking at the Milky Way lang. There. Ganyan siya. So, as you go further, nakikita pa din yung glitters. I don't know if you have glitters, you probably have. Naku, wag mo kong inaano dyan, Julienne. Sigurado, meron kang glitters. Pasali daw si Dale sa group. O, isali mo siya. Alam mo, ang galing nitong batang to din mag-makeup. Ayan, so anyway, that's what glitters look like. So, again, the procedure of your homework is this. So, yung dalawang color, and then a dark one at the end, and then you have to do an open cut crease. Yung nakabukas dito sa harap. Tapos, yung next session mo is an assessment, and then after that, we're gonna teach you na how to attach lashes. Okay? So, that is our good luck. You have to,
Kailangan
you have to,
bumalik.
oo, you have time pa naman. If you have questions, just ask our Viber group. We all have Viber groups with the students naman. So, yon. So, guys, for those of you who are watching, that concludes the lecture for tonight. So, lecture lang yon. Again, this is session number 4 of Julienne. If you have any questions for us, just comment down below or you can send us a message here on Facebook if you want to register for your classes. It's only 750 pesos down payment to start your class. So, we have an installment plan. Nag-plug talaga. And yeah, you can join our classes. There are classes for professionals and for those who just want to learn how to do makeup for themselves. So again, thank you, Julienne. Please stay online. I'm going to talk to you about your homework. Bye, guys.